I was doing a tour of the Middle East. That's where I am. And I checked out the Eastern Mediterranean. I'm checking out places in East Africa. And as you know, I already checked out North America. And eventually we are going to have various locations established for Utopia. Utopia / Utubia. It's like the same thing, it's a parallel. And pretty much done a complete tour of Israel, state of Israel, a modern state, a modern nation, and I don't really have anything definite to report, and I don't want to say why. You're just going to have to take it at that, and maybe in the next few months I can give you a complete report of the results. I will say, however, that it is a very difficult and delicate thing to establish anything in this region. But I think people and history will bear out the truth of my endeavor. I think that the loyal members and founders of Utubia will commend me for what I've tried to do. We need at least 2 to 3 places established ASAP, and that's what I'm working towards. Even if it's just an office or a cafe, a permanent place where those interested in our group can physically meet and hold events. If you build it, they will come. So this is what we're working up to. I was hoping to get land secured for our group. There have been some seeds planted, and as many of you have been informed, the southwest of the United States is waiting to be established, but at the time there was not enough support, probably because I had expectations, and it seemed like I got less than half of what there should have been. So it's about the timing, it's about the fact that I wasn't able to publicize this enough. It just takes time. And what I do have to say is that the presidency is now 1 year of age. And with this continuation, people can start to take it more seriously. And they can start to say, this Peter-Appleseed, he can't be that crazy because he can continue on a thought fanatically. But on the brighter side, it's a sign of commitment. Okay, honey, let me have a kiss. Or if you don't want to give me a kiss, then, you know, I'll take a rain check. Oh, yeah, right in the kisser. Right in the kisser. Yeah, people love to see this.
That's a great kiss.
Abuse the president, please. Can I abuse myself?
Is you got a cookie? Yeah.
Okay.
Bye.
Oh, someone made a comment, or I don't know where or who, that they saw her and wanted to see my son.
They want to stand?
Yeah, interested to see like family and family resemblance and stuff and such. So. Okay, so I mean, the president has been public, has exposed his private life, because that's what this office is about. And I can't wait to see the next president. I mean, that's the whole thing. Eventually it filters out to the public, to the masses, more and more, and it gains that momentum. That I had to fulfill my duty, as fate would have it. I was selected, and you know, it doesn't mean that I have to cling to power, that I have to be a control freak. I'm always telling myself, you know, well, tone it down, balance it out, share the power. I've always done that. Each day I have to check myself. And I really anticipate the glory of the next president, the second president. I want to see who that's going to be. I want to make it relative to what I've done. It's just so interesting to me. But really what's coming up sooner is that Prime Minister, and this is going to be a very powerful, influential role that someone should take. And I've named a lot of the ministers. We put a lot of offices into effect, and the Prime Minister is really going to harness that group. It's very exciting. And I think for the rest of my term as the President, it is really the natural function of the President to bring more people in, to bring new members, young members, old, elderly alike, adults, and as really we need to make this children friendly, children safe. That's not easy, because we want to be adults, we want to get into adult themes, just expression, free expression, whatever it might be, sex, drugs, rock and roll, but at the same time I think we need to be reasonable and mature. So I'm going to be thinking about that as I bring in new members, asking people to take part. Renato had a lot to say about that, and still, you know, I think Renato has always been too busy. I don't quite believe everything about him. I know there's been a lot of doubt cast on who he really is and what his connection is with YouTube. But even though, I just want to say, he does parallel a lot of what we've been doing. I believe that it is one and the same. It's not identical, but it has its definite connections. So, again, my invitation is open to include everybody, and I think that Renato should have an office. I don't know what it's going to be, but there is a new body that's forming, especially as I retire. I'm going to go to the High Council of Elders. That is a group within the group for the more experienced and those who have served the community. And the High Council of Elders is going to be forming after we have the Assembly of Generals. That's the main functioning body of our group. All right, that's 10 minutes. I'm going to go now, and here's our